Alright, so this is a weird way to have a long form video, but it's a nice video idea. So here's what I believe to be a fully canon lore of Pillar Chase 2. But first of all, I'll start off with the hierarchy of the monsters in Pillar Chase 2. So at the top, we have monsters like PCX, MX, and the Ninja of Blades, aka Blade Ninja. These individuals are all practically gods. PCX is two godly beings merged into one another. MX is just MX. And the Ninja of Blades is literally the owner of the game, so he is here too. The following are a bit lower than the ones I just listed. These are the monsters that are still pretty strong and could probably wipe out the planet if given enough time. But they just aren't at the same level. This probably includes Aoni, Inkfell, Weird Yellow Smiling Thing, Valum, Uncle Samsonite, and Springtrap. You might be wondering why Springtrap is here, and I'll play an audio clip to explain that. This is Jeff and Springtrap's Double Trouble voice lines.
Perhaps you would have been a better fit than Vanessa was.
Like I'd ever let an old fool like you brainwash me.
You wouldn't have had a choice either way.
You can see that Springtrap has a bit of manipulation power, which could probably be good in a scenario like this. Now onto the lowest tier. This includes the weakest monsters that have the least power in the grand scheme of the lore. This includes Vapor, Rosemary, Fuwadi, Vita Mimic, and Jeff. Jeff is here because he's just a dumb 20-year-old with a bit of strength to him, and Vita Mimic can be taken down with conventional weaponry. Now to explain the actual lore of Pillar Chase, or what me and my friend think. There isn't a lot yet, considering the voice lines are all we have so far, so this is pretty much it. First of all, Valum is pretty high up in the hierarchy, because it seems like he controls over lower monsters like Rosemary and Vapor. You can see this in the Double Trouble lines, where it seems like Valum has a sense of authority over Vapor and Rosemary. He literally says, "Know your place" to Vapor, and just sounds like a bossy figure. But enough of Valum, here's what I believe to be a pretty accurate Pillar Chase lore. So the survivors go from map to map, completing their objectives to escape the monster. This is pretty basic, as you can see from literally playing the game. This is a little deeper. What I believe to be the case is there are beings that send down the monsters to try and stop survivors from getting their objectives done and escaping. I can assume that these people are the Ninja of Blades and the rest of the dev team. I believe that other monsters that are high in ranks, such as Valum, can also do this, but to a limited extent. Like the Ninja of Blades and other devs, only give them a few monsters to send out at a time.
I think the monsters get severe punishment if they mess up a match, since the two starter monsters, Rosemary and Vapor, both have missing limbs, which could indicate that the developers either just torture them themselves or have the strong monsters like MX torture them whenever they can. Sorry, this part is AI. I can't download the file for this specific voiceover.
Vapor is okay with all this happening, but Rosemary doesn't wish to let this continue to happen. Perhaps we could get a lore event sometime in the future that explains more of the lore. But for now, this is where we stop. Thank you for watching this. Thank you, Heisei, for reading out the script, which is me, and subscribe.